As time progresses, the body undergoes transformations, waking up with a stiffer physique, experiencing difficulty rising from a sofa, or ascending a few steps can begin to feel commonplace. Many individuals come to accept these changes as an unavoidable consequence of aging, yet the human body, even beyond 50, possesses a remarkable capacity for adaptation, strengthening, and energy resurgence. What is lacking is not youth itself, but rather the appropriate stimulus. And most astonishingly, this stimulus can originate from something exceedingly simple: 3 fundamental movements that any mature individual can perform at home, unburdened by equipment, gyms, or time constraints. These 3 movements engage deep-seated muscles, restoring equilibrium, resilience, and confidence to everyday actions. It's not about performing a multitude of exercises, but rather about executing those that are genuinely efficacious. This is precisely what distinguishes a fatigued body from an invigorated one, an insecure frame from one that moves with grace and presence. A significant number of individuals between the ages of 45 and 60 still erroneously believe that lengthy workouts or sophisticated apparatus are requisite for maintaining fitness. The reality is that the key lies in consistency, not intensity. And the starting point is an exercise that is more ingrained in your daily routine than you might realize: the squat. Consider this carefully. Every time you sit down and rise from a chair, you are performing a squat. However, over time, this natural motion becomes increasingly arduous, and it is at this juncture that muscular deterioration commences. The squat is a movement that reinstates the body's foundational strength, resilient legs, stable hips, and an abdominal core that underpins each stride with security. It enhances circulation, stimulates bone density, and serves as a crucial preventative measure against falls, which is paramount for those aspiring to retain their autonomy for many years to come. If your body is still in the process of regaining its rhythm, commence with a supported squat. Position yourself on a stable chair. Maintain a shoulder-width stance with your feet. Lean your torso slightly forward, and rise without employing your hands. Subsequently, descend slowly back into the seated position, controlling the movement. Repeat this sequence 8 to 10 times. It is unpretentious, yet remarkably effective. Through daily practice, you will observe a swift response from your body, and what was once an exertion gradually transforms into a source of pleasure. Once you find this movement to be effortless, progress to a free squat without the chair's assistance. Descend only as far as your body permits, and ascend by driving through your heels. For those seeking an elevated challenge, experiment with a lightweight squat, holding a water bottle or a small dumbbell close to your chest. The weight itself is secondary to control exercised. Each repetition conveys a message to your body: I am still present, robust, capable, and in motion. This initial step transcends mere exercise. It represents a rediscovery of one's intrinsic fortitude. From this foundation, the body begins to recall what stability feels like, what energy entails, and what true confidence is. After solidifying the body's foundation with squats, it's time to address the upper body: arms, chest, and abdomen. These are the very regions that enable us to push open a door, lift a heavy shopping bag, or simply support ourselves when standing up. This is precisely why the second essential movement for mature individuals is the push-up, also known as the arm support. Many older adults hear this term and immediately think, "That's not for me. I haven't been able to do that in ages." However, the beauty of this exercise lies in its adaptability to any stage of life. Push-ups aren't about peak performance. They are about functionality. They strengthen the chest, shoulders, abdomen, and triceps, that muscle responsible for arm stability. Even better, they improve posture, combating the stoop that many develop over time, especially those who spend prolonged periods seated. To begin safely, the ideal starting point is a wall push-up. Stand about an arm's length away from the wall. Place your palms at shoulder height and lean your body slightly forward, keeping your core engaged. Inhale as you lower yourself and exhale as you push back up. Perform the movement slowly and with control, feeling the muscles at work. When you can comfortably complete 15 to 20 repetitions without excessive fatigue, you'll be ready to progress. The next stage is the incline push-up, performed on a lower surface such as a sturdy table, a countertop, or even the back of a sofa. The lower the surface, the greater the challenge to your body. This progression is ideal because it respects each senior's individual pace, allowing for safe advancement. Once your body has adapted, you can attempt a knee push-up, an intermediate version that intensely works the upper body and core without overburdening the joints. The most crucial element is consistency, not haste. 5 well-executed push-ups are more beneficial than 20 rush ones. With time, your body will transform, Strength will return, and you'll be surprised by how much you are capable of. It's not about reverting to your 20s. It's about rediscovering the joy of feeling strong and capable once more. Now, if you've read this far, it signals a genuine desire for self-care. Therefore, before we continue, I have a request. If this content is helping you perceive movement in a new light, please subscribe to the channel and enable notifications. Here, we discuss health, vitality, and strength in a straightforward manner, without exaggeration or unnecessary jargon. And tell me in the comments, can you do a wall push-up, or do you prefer to start seated? Share your experience, as your example might inspire others to become more active too. The next step will introduce what's missing to complete this powerful trio: the movement that protects your spine and strengthens your entire core. After strengthening the legs and arms, it's time to focus on the region most crucial for stability and posture: the core. This is where the true secret to balance and functional strength resides. We're talking about the plank, an exercise that appears simple yet is profoundly powerful when performed with intention. Most mature individuals believe the abdomen's sole purpose is to hold in the belly, but in reality, it serves as the entire body's foundational support system. When this region is strengthened, the spine remains rigid, the shoulders align naturally, and even one stride becomes more secure. The challenge is that, over time, these muscles tend to fall asleep. The plank acts as an alarm clock for them, activating every fiber that supports the trunk and balance. For beginners, the first step is the wall plank. Stand facing a wall. Place your forearms on it at shoulder height, and maintain a slight incline in your body. Hold for 10 to 20 seconds, keeping your abdomen firm and your breathing controlled. Once you can maintain this position for nearly a minute without trembling, it's time to progress to the inclined plank, performed on a table, sofa, or any stable surface. The key is to maintain a straight line from head to heels, ensuring your hips neither drop nor rise excessively. Further along, we have the knee plank, executed on the floor. This variation demands more strength, but remains safe for mature individuals. Position yourself on your forearms and knees, forming a line from your shoulders to your hips. Hold for as long as you can, even if it's just 15 seconds initially. Progression happens gradually, but it happens. The body learns and responds. Many people believe they must perform the full, traditional plank, with the body extended over the feet. However, what truly matters is quality, not form. If you have mastered the knee plank, you're already achieving incredible results: improved balance, reduced lower back pain, and a sense of firmness that transforms how you walk, sit, and even sleep. Moreover, this exercise helps correct posture, diminishing that curvature that makes us appear perpetually inclined forward. It literally awakens the core, restoring stability and presence to every movement. When we combine squats, push-ups, and planks, we have a golden trio. 3 movements capable of transforming the physique and self-confidence of any senior individual. This isn't about aesthetics, but about freedom. The freedom to move, to live independently, and to know that your body remains your greatest ally. Now that you are acquainted with the 3 essential movements, the squat, the push-up, and the plank, it's time to translate them into a gentle, realistic routine that can fit into anyone's mature life. The good news is that you don't need to live in a gym or engage in exhaustive workouts to see results. The secret is simple: rhythm and regularity. It's the small, consistent efforts you make daily that transform your body, not sporadic, abandoned attempts. An effective way to organize this is to view the week as a cycle of movement and recovery. 3 days of strengthening, 2 days of walking, and 2 days of active rest. For instance, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday are training days. Begin with squats, 2 sets of 8 to 12 repetitions, respecting your current level. Afterward, perform push-ups, 2 sets of 5 to 10 repetitions, maintaining a focus on proper technique. Conclude with 2 planks, holding each for 15 to 30 seconds. If you feel you can do more, that's excellent. If not, that's perfectly fine. The crucial aspect is to maintain correct form and finish feeling invigorated, never depleted. Tuesday and Thursday are designated for light movement. A 20 to 30-minute walk is sufficient to stimulate circulation, oxygenate your body, and maintain cardiovascular health. This can be done in a park, your backyard, or even indoors. The key is to remain active. On the weekend, the focus shifts to active rest, stretching, gardening, dancing a little, or engaging in household chores at a leisurely pace. All of these activities keep the body vibrant, alert, and functional. The most beautiful aspect of this process is observing how quickly your body begins to respond. Within a few weeks, you'll notice firmer legs, improved balance, a more stable core, and a resurgence of confidence. This is the kind of outcome that isn't solely measured in the mirror, but in your overall way of life. It's when you realize you can carry groceries without apprehension, climb stairs without pain, and bend down to tie your shoes without discomfort. And remember, consistency trumps intensity. There's no need to rush. Your body will signal when it's time to progress. And this natural advancement is a true indicator of health. Refrain from comparing yourself to others. Your sole objective is to feel better than you did yesterday. If this content has inspired you, please subscribe to the channel and become part of this community of individuals who have chosen to age with strength, grace, and autonomy. Share in the comments which of these 3 movements you will begin practicing today and why. Recount your experience. Your story could motivate someone who is still hesitant to take that first step. Caring for your body after 45 isn't about battling time. It's about walking alongside it with wisdom and presence. Each movement is a declaration. I remain alive, strong, and evolving.